What's up guys, it's Aleks Dayum. This is going to be the second part of the Q&A, so welcome back. And if you haven't watched the first part of the Q&A, I'm going to link it as the first link in the description, so go watch it now. I'll also put it down in the comment section. Go check out the first part of the Q&A and then come back to this video and watch the whole of this one. So I really enjoyed filming this Q&A. I'm going to answer a few more questions and put them at the end of this video and make it quite a long Q&A. So grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, order food service, get your Uber Eats, get whatever you need, get your Chopper Chops, I don't care, get your gum, get your Tic Tac, get your diabetes, get your chocolate, get your popcorn. Actually, this is a fitness channel, so get your supplements, get your creatine, get your protein shake, and let's get on with the rest of the Q&A. Next question is from Leaks_Neb. Thanks a lot for your question, bro. What is your most favorite exercise for chest, legs, and shoulders? Okay, for chest, bench press. For legs, squats. For shoulders, it's gonna be side lateral raises with dumbbells. Go heavy as fuck as you can for like 10 sets. And those are my favorite exercises for that, for sure. Obviously for chest and legs, you gotta do the compound lifts, which is bench press and squats. Next question is by Nelt Sang. I'm really sorry if I mispronounced that, but thank you for your question. How do you stay consistent and motivated? I guess consistency is a thing where you have to build up that habit. You know, going to the gym every day, you build up that habit, and it just becomes a part of your life. You know, making it a habit is going to make it less of a decision of whether I will or will not do it, and it's just not a decision anymore. You just do it. Okay, and being motivated, motivation comes and goes, you know. Sometimes I was reading in a book, The Art of Not Giving a Fuck, that we think about it as like, we have the feeling of motivation, then we have the act of doing something, and then there's the reward. But sometimes doing something makes you motivated. So let's say, you know, you have to do something, but you don't really feel like going and doing it. If you go and do that thing, it actually sparks motivation, and you actually get more into it, and you get more motivated to do it. So I think like with motivation, like you also need to be disciplined with yourself. You need to say, you're always gonna have that voice inside you that's like, oh, I can't be bothered going to do this, or oh, I don't feel like doing this right now. You just need to tell that fucking voice to shut the fuck up, go away, because you're gonna go and do what you have to get done. And also, you need to look at your value structure as well. The thing that you're trying to do, you need to like, you should have some internal motivation because it should be important to you. So you have to think about that. And also, yeah, just sometimes you gotta just say, fuck it. I don't feel like doing this right now, and that's okay. I'm still gonna go and fucking do it. And I promise you, by the end of it, you're gonna feel so much better about yourself and about doing it than what you would have felt if you just would have not done what you were supposed to do. Like for example, if you were meant to go to the gym, there's no way you're gonna go to the gym, hit a workout, even if it's not an amazing workout. There's no way you're gonna hit that workout, you're gonna have that sweat going, that blood flowing, you're gonna have the endorphins running. You're not gonna say to yourself, oh, I feel like shit right now, I wish I stayed at home. Unless you're like sick or injured, then yeah, that's a different story. But if it's just a question of motivation, just go and fucking do it. And it's as simple as that. By the way guys, if you're enjoying the video, make sure you smash the thumbs up button. And also there is a new video on the channel every single Monday. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and join the squad. Every week there's a new video on the channel. So make sure you subscribe, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out. Damn, I've been going for quite a while here. So, okay. Joey Hosens, I'm so sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that properly. Thank you for your question. What is the reason, what is the reason you started physical exercise? So, I guess the reason I started is I wasn't happy with how I looked in the mirror, and that had a negative impact on me. Didn't feel good about myself. And yeah, I didn't feel good either, you know, like not exercising, I didn't feel good. Like I had all this negative emotion inside me, negative thing, like just negative energy that I wasn't releasing, you know, that I was just keeping bottled inside. And exercise really helps get rid of that. And it really, for like an hour or two in a day, makes you forget about all the bullshit in life and all the stuff that you just is not important, just all that petty shit. And it lets you just focus on this one task, be there present in the moment, release that negative energy, do something positive, get that negative energy and turn it into something positive for yourself and for your life. And obviously, like, I remember seeing like people at school, people in high school had big arms. I'm like, fuck, I want big arms like them. I'm like, yeah, I want to go lift and get myself some big fucking arms so I can feel my sleeve and, you know, roll it up and it looks fucking awesome. You know, wanted that feeling as well. And yeah, and then once I started working out, I became addicted to it. I loved it, and this is where I am now 5 years later, and I'm so happy that I started going and doing exercise, because it's been the most important thing in my life and biggest decision, the best decision that I made so far. Next question is by Long Chung 23. Shout out to you, bro. Thanks a lot for your question. Are you gonna compete again? I sort of went over this. So in bodybuilding, probably not. I mean, 99% no. In powerlifting, it's more likely, but still not sure if I will, but I would love to compete in powerlifting in the future. Next question is by William Nguyen. Shout out to you, bro. Thanks for your question. I'll see you at Midnight Mafia. What do you do for work/study? So for work, I'm not gonna get into too much detail about what I do, but basically I'm a rep/merchandiser. So I'm sure you've probably heard about reps and merchandisers before. We go around to different stores for the company that we represent, and we do merchandising for the products and everything like that. And do I study? I am a student in university. I am enrolled. I'm halfway through my degree, but I haven't went back since. And so right now, I guess I'm not really a student, but I am enrolled as a student at a university. And I guess I am, what's the word that I'm looking for here? Oh, deferred from studies. Yeah, I'm deferred from studies. So taking a break from studies and focusing on other things in life that I am actually passionate about, that I care about, and spending the time in my life how I want to spend it and work towards the things that I want to do. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I am so much happier now than I am when I was at university. When I was at university, I did not enjoy life very much, because there was always this, it felt like I was always walking around with a black cloud around my head, and it was always raining on me, and there was always thunder. It was that feeling. I always felt foggy and not clear, because university was always in the back of my mind. Hey, you have assignments. Hey, you have tests to do. Hey, you have to study about this bullshit that you don't give a fuck about, and you have to do it. Like, it's just a horrible feeling, and I feel so much more free and able to express myself more freely now that I'm not at university. So yeah. Next question is by Noel Capetti. Thanks a lot for your question, bro. Why did you start powerlifting? So I found out I used to think that you can only do bodybuilding or you can only do powerlifting. You cannot mix the two, and you have to either choose one or the other. And I'm like, all right, powerlifters, most of them are not that great in shape and they lift very heavy, and bodybuilders are in great shape, they look shredded but they don't lift heavy. I'm gonna go with look shredded and look good. And then I started, I discovered David Lade, Dylan McKenna, and also Mike O'Hearn. They were doing powerlifting and bodybuilding, and I was like, wow, this is very fucking interesting, because you can 100% make more gains if you combine the two, if you think about it, because doing the powerlifting for your bench press is gonna get you stronger, but then also you can do more bench press for 8 reps in the bodybuilding rep range. So not only are you getting stronger for your powerlifting, but you're getting stronger for your bodybuilding too. So as a natural lifter, it's the best way to increase your capacity to make gains and your ability to build more muscle and look better too, because you're building more muscle. It's a lot harder and takes a lot more work and dedication, but it is 100% the best way to go about it, because you're increasing your total volume for your workouts, and that is the #1 driver for muscle growth. Volume, if you increase that over time, that's what you have to do to keep making gains and progress in the gym. So combining powerlifting and bodybuilding is 110% the best way to go about your training, and also hitting everything 2 times a week. That is, yeah. And also powerlifting has given me more goals to go in the gym, and it's, yeah, just made it a lot better, really. Knowing, all right, I'm going to the gym today, I have a 1 rep max. What did I hit last time on bench press? I hit 110 kilos. Okay, today I should try and hit 115 kilos to progress. And then you just keep doing that, doing that. And yeah, it's just, it's really good. Next question is by Nick Chamberlain. Thanks a lot for your question, bro, and it was awesome to meet you at HUID. Hopefully run into you again at midnight, since your question is about Midnight Mafia. So thoughts on the Midnight Mafia lineup and festival day diet. I'm gonna quickly find the Midnight Mafia lineup because I don't actually remember it off by heart. Okay, so the lineup is Anger Fist, Disturb, Zatox, Atmospheres, Tweaker Call, Keltec, Sub-Zero Project, Coon, Warface, and D-Block and Estefan. That lineup is fucking insane. Disturb, the levels, live act, fucking amazing. Warface, Heavy Artillery, probably the best fucking set you can ever witness live, like 100%. It's insane. It's just so good. Like honestly, I don't think I can witness a better set than Warface Heavy Artillery. For that 30 minutes, he drops like so many tracks and it's all just cut in together so well. It's fucking incredible. There's nothing like a Warface Heavy Artillery set. D-Black on Estefan, they're fucking amazing. Coon is amazing. Keltec used to be a part of Psychopunks. Can't wait to see him for the first time. Tweaker Core, not really my thing. Zatox, he's always awesome. Atmospheres, he always drops good tracks and produced one of the best hardstyle tracks of all time, which is Release Atmospheres. So, and Anger Fist, come on, he's the king of hardcore and he's a fucking legend and always drops banging sets. And this time it's not with Miss Kate, he's playing solo, so he's gonna go hard as fuck and it's gonna be an awesome set to witness at the end of the night. And festival day diet. So I'm pretty sure your question is like, I don't know if that's a thing, is that like, I'm guessing that's like the diet you have for the day of the festival. I would say like, what I like to do is have like oats or something that has a lot of fiber that's gonna fill me up. Try to have some sort of protein, like maybe some meat, some chicken, and try to have some greens as well. And also just take like multivitamins and stuff, because you know, you're gonna be sweating out a lot of stuff at the event. And make sure you just drink a lot of water as well, even before the rave, because once you get to the rave, like you probably won't drink as much water as you would usually, and if you're having some sort of alcohol or something, that's going to dehydrate you even further. So yeah, I definitely recommend drinking a lot of water and having a decent amount of calories before you go to the event. And if you can, if there's food trucks at the event, buy like a burger, buy like a pizza, buy something with some good amount of calories and some sodium to replenish what you've been losing from being in a crowd full of like 15,000 people and you're sweating and it's hot as fucking shit. So yeah, that's what I'd say for that. Next question from Tons Newen. Thanks a lot for your question, bro. Shout out to you. Have you ever had the max amount of the ESP Extreme pre-workout? I think the max amount is probably 2 scoops. Is the max amount 2 scoops? I'm not really too sure. I've had 2 scoops. That's the most I've ever had of the ESP Extreme workout. I think maybe 2.5 is the most I've ever had. What I've found of the ESP Extreme workout, if I have like 3 scoops, it's over 500 milligrams of caffeine, and what I find with that is it's a bit too much in that I don't think about my form much and I'm a bit too jittery, whereas I find like 2.5 scoops is that perfect amount where you're really buzzed and you've got that heaped high energy, but it's not too much to the point where you're not able to focus as much. Alright, so next question is, ever thought about being a PT in the future? To be honest, in terms of personal training at a gym, I'm not that interested in it. I guess because when I go to the gym, it's more of an escape for me and it's my passion. I love to do it. I don't want to be going to the gym for work or like be doing like, let's say 3 hours of personal training during the day and then now I have to work out. You know, because once I finish work, I'm gonna wanna like go home or like have a shower or just sort of, you know what I mean? Like I sort of escape work and everything and life in general by going to the gym, going to work out. It's my passion, I love doing it. So not too interested in training people at a gym, but online coaching and online sort of training, I'm very interested in that. I would love to be able to do that. Definitely a thing that I'm looking to do in the future. Not sure when I'm gonna start it, but I'm definitely gonna start that. I think the reach that I'll be able to have is a lot more because I'll be able to reach people in different parts of the world. You know, just that sort of idea is fucking mind-blowing and crazy, and that's the beautiful thing about the internet, that we can connect with so many different people around the world and I can help them in that way as well. But personal training in a gym, I may do it in the future, you never know. I may feel like doing it. Right now, I don't want to do it. Right now, I don't feel like doing it, but that may change in the future. But online training and online coaching, that is definitely something that I'm going to do in the future. And his next question is, surely a bulk or summer series on the channel. that is a great idea, and I'd love to do that. Maybe like a summer shred series. But the thing is, Christian Guzman really made that series like trademarked in terms of that everyone knows that series because of him, and I don't want to just do a bootleg series, bootleg like sort of version of his series. So I may do one in the future. I'd love to, but I'm not too sure how I'd go about it, whether it would be weekly videos, daily videos, we'll see. But honestly, it sounds like an awesome idea, and if anything, I'd probably do, I think a summer shredding series is better than a bulk series, but we'll see. I'd actually love to do that video sort of series in the future, having a series like that to do in the future. So yeah, thanks for that, man, I appreciate it. Sounds exciting, so I'm definitely going to think about it. And honestly, I think I might do it in the future. It sounds like a really good idea. Sounds like a lot of fun too, and it'd be fun to even get other people involved, even you guys that watch the videos, and see if you guys you know, will make you guys can post your progress as well, and we can do it sort of together at the same time. That would be fucking epic. Next question, my_rhino0922. How do you stay fit while eating with a little budget and not bored with the meals? So what I try to do is, like, when I go to grocery shopping, like if I'm buying chicken, I'll buy the chicken that's already flavored, or I'm honestly like a really thrifty shopper, so I always make sure I buy stuff that's on special, and if anything's on special, I'll buy up or stock up on it, and that way you can deal with eating on a low budget. And because my diet is tracking my macros, tracking my calories, I don't get bored of it because I eat pretty much different things every day. So you know, I'm not trying to hit a certain meal plan, I'm trying to hit certain macros. So I try to eat different things on a daily basis by having my certain staple foods that I have on a regular basis. But yeah, try to eat different things to change up the variety in the foods that I'm eating, make it more exciting, and it doesn't get boring. Next question is by Lin.us6. Would you like to travel to the Netherlands for DEF CON one day? 120%. I'm going to the Netherlands probably multiple times in my life to go to the different parties that they have there for hardstyle, because they're amazing. DEF CON, Supremacy, Intense Festival, Decibel, Rebirth, all these festivals I want to go to in the Netherlands in the future, 100%. Dean.rg, what is your current occupation other than YouTube? As I've said before, YouTube's not really my occupation right now, it's just a hobby, but yeah, I'm a rep and a merchandiser. Next question is by Anthos Amorano. I think I've said that correctly. I'm really not too sure. Sorry if I mispronounced. Thank you for your question, sir. How many times a week do you train your legs, and what would your routine be? Two times a week. I always train my legs. So my routine would be like squats at the beginning, then I hit stiff leg deadlifts, and then I do quad extensions, then I do hamstring curls, and then I do 2 exercises for calves. If you want to add in one more exercise for quads, you can, but what I do is focus a lot on squats and hitting a lot of volume on squats, so that's why I have less exercise for that. Hit them 2 times a week, and that is the best way, I reckon, to go for legs. And that is also because I do follow a program, a free program, created for David Lade. It's like a DUP one, but it's a free one that was released a few years ago, and I've just been using that, and that's what I follow, and I've made a lot of gains on that, so yeah. Alright, so continuing on, I actually got a few more questions after I recorded that long segment, that like 50-minute segment. So I'm gonna answer these questions now. Alright, so next question is by Isaac_Marley. Shout out to you, bro. Thanks a lot for your question, I appreciate it. How do you get delts of the gods, bro? Thanks a lot, man, I appreciate that. I don't think I have delts of the god, but I do think that my delts are one of the strongest points on my physique, so thanks a lot, man, I appreciate it. And I'm actually gonna combine this with the next question from R24Fit. Thanks a lot for your question, Rob. Hopefully see you around at the gym pretty soon. His question is, how do you grow your delts, bro? So basically the same question, right? So I'm gonna combine these two. The biggest thing that I found for getting delts is, I noticed the biggest change in my delts when I was bulky in the beginning of my lifting career. I had a lot of fat covering my shoulders, so once I got leaner, it honestly made my shoulders pop a lot more because there wasn't that fat covering it, so there was more of a you could see more of a detachment between my shoulders and my arms, like that shoulder to arm separation. That came out a lot more since I got leaner. So obviously being in a calorie deficit and getting leaner, getting lower in body fat will definitely make your shoulders pop more. In terms of training and exercises, this is going to be a little bit counterintuitive, but obviously you're going to need to, as a natural lifter, bulk and be in a calorie surplus in order to build muscle. So if you want to build bigger shoulders so that when you get leaner, they'll be even bigger and more striated, the best exercise that I've found is 100% to be side lateral raises with dumbbells. That is going to be the best exercise for that. Yeah, side lateral raises, I do them every single shoulder workout, and I do them more towards the beginning of the workout when I have more energy, so I can go as heavy as possible. What I like to do is 3 to 4 sets for 8 to 10 reps each, right? And I literally go as heavy as I can. So I remember my strongest point was about like 28 kilos, and I got that for like 8 reps. But if I want to be a bit more comfortable with it, 26 kilos for 10 sets, not 10 sets, 26 kilos for 10 reps and 3 to 4 sets, that's like ideal for me. I know I can push that. Obviously, if you can't go as heavy, don't. But obviously your form needs to be good as well. But I find side lateral raises are the best exercise for that. Another important thing to take into consideration is if you want to grow your delts more, train them 3 times a week. Hit them twice on your chest days and hit them once. Add a few, just 2 to 3 exercises on your back day as well. Or even what you could do is this, right? If you're training push-pull legs, you can do your shoulders on your 2 push days a week, and then just hit side lateral raises, light side lateral raises with light weight on your back day. So that's hitting your shoulders 4 times a week, and that will 100% make your shoulders grow. I guarantee you, if you stick to that, get high enough protein so that you can recover, hit your delts 4 times a week. 2 days are like a lot of volume and heavy on your push days, and the two days just add 1 or 2 exercises on your back days. That's 4 times a week. You're gonna be triggering your muscle protein synthesis. Your delts will grow at 100%. And another thing you have to take into consideration is your delt has 3 heads: your front, your side, and your rear. Now it's very important to hit all 3 heads of your delt if you want them to grow. But when it comes to getting front on, if you want them to pop out more, you need to train more of your side delt. So that's gonna be side lateral raises. That's the best exercise for that, or any variation of that. If you want a more 3D look with your shoulders, so if you want them to pop out this way and just look more 3D, that's your rear delt. So you need to train your rear delt really hard as well. Your front delt, that's like shoulder press. You don't really need to focus on that too much because it doesn't make your shoulder look that big, but it is important to focus on it. Don't neglect it, but I would focus more on your side delt and your rear delt if you really want delts of the gods. Last question for the Q&A. It's been a long one, I know. If you're still watching by this point in the video, I appreciate you so much. Make sure you drop a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications. YouTube will actually notify you when I upload a new video. So if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the squad. Last question for this Q&A. If you're actually still along in this video, I can't believe it because it's a pretty long video and I don't know why you're listening to me talk a lot of shit for like 20-30 minutes, but I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. Last question is by SkyB2500. Shout out to you, bro. Hopefully we get in a training session soon. He's also a fellow Aussie YouTuber, so check him out. His question is, why did you get involved in bodybuilding? I guess a lot of people, I know me personally, Arnold was a big inspiration in the beginning, and I got into it because 2 of my mates at school, they were like going to the gym pretty much every day after school, and they were getting jacked and big, and I was in class with them every single day and they would talk about it a lot, and it just seemed like this really interesting thing, and they were both known for really going to the gym a lot, which was really cool. And because I was close friends with them, obviously you get influenced by the people that are close to you. I'm not really sure exactly how it happened, but I ended up just thinking, okay, I'm not doing any exercise, I don't play any sports, all I do is play video games, I need to do something. So I'm like, let me go to the gym, let me try and get big like these guys, let me try and build myself some big arms so that I can roll up my sleeves and look big in my shirt. And that's pretty much how I got into it. Influence from some friends, obviously you know, big personalities like Arnold Schwarzenegger, stuff like that. Movie stars, you know, they're big, you think they lift weights, stuff like that. And then once I started lifting, I started getting really into it. I was like, wow, I'm progressing, I'm getting better at this. It's giving me a goal, goal in my life to like, as soon as I finish school, I'm gonna go home, get changed, go straight to the gym, go work out, get a sweat, get a pump, get stronger. And yeah, it was just very fascinating for me, and I just got into it so quickly because it was so much fun. And just that seeing progress because I was sticking to it and being so consistent. And I guess I enjoyed it so much because I play a lot of video games like throughout my life, and I felt like with bodybuilding and the gym, I wasn't progressing in the video game. I was actually progressing in real life because my body, this thing that I claim to be real, who knows if it's real because it might be a simulation, but this thing that I claim to be real is like progressing and getting better. And I was like, wow, this is so fucking cool. And it just made me feel really good. And then I started watching a lot of YouTube videos every single day while I was at school. I was watching videos about nutrition and dieting, bodybuilding, better exercises, the best exercises, best rep ranges, everything like that, absorbing as much knowledge as possible in order to improve my lifting experience. And then like, yeah, I got into like Jay Cutler, Jeff Side, just a few of these like influencers in the industry that were really into bodybuilding and the competitions. And yeah, it just really started fascinating me, and I just got really into it that way, and it just sort of developed from there. And this is where I am now, and I still love lifting. I am more into powerlifting and bodybuilding now, but yeah, that's pretty much how I got into bodybuilding. It's just a little thing where friends and a few people influenced me, and then I sort of took that on my own and made it what it is now. Alright guys, that is going to be the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to this point in the video, make sure you drop a thumbs up on the video. I mean, you already spent like 20-30 minutes watching this video. You might as well give it a like. And if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well. There's a new video on the channel every single week. Every single Monday I upload a new video, so make sure you're ready for that. And if you turn on post notifications, YouTube is going to notify you that I upload a new video. Alright, that is it for me. I'll see you guys next Monday. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button, and always remember to keep the pump. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true.